Hello, everybody. I'm so excited. This is Millie in the City with Beyond Me, the show, and I am in heaven. Well, directing, casting, actress, actor, heaven. I am with. Sorry, I'm so excited you're here. Oh my goodness. I am with the phenomenal Simone Walker Casting Agency. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
See, the Simone Walker fits
I just
you.
bring it out. No,
Yes, it fits you. I
like
love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Simone Walker Casting Agency. What's that all about?
Well, it was something that the God-given talent that I have, that I just used. Everybody has gifts, and so God gave me that gift.
Okay.
And you do your high school plays.
Right.
But it really didn't bite me until I was at Evangel Cathedral Productions, and I went on stage, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. The lights.
Yeah, that was my next question. I'm like,
yes.
when did it? Like, were you doing something and it just said, boom?
I was acting all along,
Okay.
but really got into doing my own thing and developing my own business and bringing it together then.
Okay.
I did that for a couple of years, and then I started coaching other actors and started doing more independent films. And like, Lord, this is really what I like to do. I like to educate people who want to get into the industry, of the pitfalls of the industry, and how people will take, yes, how they prey on new actors and just to get their money. Really can't do anything for them. And so that's how that was birthed. Simone Walker Casting.
After birth?
It was birth.
Gotta see the movie.
A painless. It wasn't pain. It wasn't painless, but it wasn't physically painful. So,
right.
Yeah.
So, and it's because I had to write these questions down because I have so many. Because I'm just excited just to be here.
I'm excited you came.
Did your parents? Did someone in your family say, "Wow"? She was acting when she was 2.
They said wow all the time. And my brother is an actor.
Okay.
He went to the Georgetown Conservatory School of the Dramatic Arts.
Oh wow, that's a
and
long
graduated.
time.
Yeah, it's a long time. I practiced it. Okay.
All right.
So he was always into acting also, and so in following him, and he was teaching me and some things about actors and what not to do, and done a lot of his productions that he did. I just picked it up.
Okay.
And so my parents, I was always that one. My father, just from the pulpit, it just.
Oh, he's from the pulpit.
That's where the original shake my head came from. My father and me. Yeah.
Did he coin it?
I can't do anything with her. It's just her. Yeah. So.
I love it. So he should have coined it. He could have been rich.
Oh, pastor was trying to save souls. He didn't even know.
So you're saving souls with your acting. Yes.
I try to. I really try to. And it gives me satisfaction when I'm able to help somebody bypass those pitfalls of the world. So that's what brings satisfaction. And to help them live their dream. And that's how, live their dream came to be my motto.
Right, I saw your motto. I was going to ask you about that. You just answered all my questions.
I'm sorry, I'm used to doing this, I'll stand down.
No, that's okay. So, what was your first movie that you were like, I know the age when you got there, but your first movie you were like,
Movies, again, when I didn't really look at movies as if to say I could be in that.
Right.
But my first film that I did, independent film that I did as a teacher, taught me some interesting things that happened to make it look the way it does.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I was Mrs. Grant, a school teacher, and for the film One Chance.
One Chance.
One Chance, yes.
Okay.
And that was directed by Dwayne Brown.
Okay.
And
see, you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do, because that was my first.
Excellent,
film.
excellent.
And it just catapulted me. I'm like, I really want to do this, and I did my research on how to find work, and so with all of that experience, how to find work, who's the best agency to look for, manager versus agent, all those things that I teach. What is a proper headshot? Because people go out and go straight glamour for headshots and get there like, and you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I would have thought that.
Yeah,
I would have thought that.
It's a lot. It's a lot that,
okay.
that people don't know. And so I'm just, God gave it to me, and to be able to share it, and,
Right.
you know, that brings me.
So as I was doing my research, I was so intrigued because I saw Raisin in the Sun.
Yes.
And I had to watch that when I was younger, part of my little Black history thing my parents made me go see, amongst all the white history, of course. How was that?
Well, and I've played Beneatha in that.
Okay.
Yes, in Raisin in the Sun, and interestingly enough, I'm partnering with another person, and I'm getting ready to cast and direct A Raisin in the Sun. Yes, here in the city, so more details to come.
Right, it's a lot of different versions of that. Do you have?
I'm going to go with the original version.
The original version.
Yeah, because that's, I just think classics, everybody has their adaptation.
Right.
But I like the classic presentation of it, because
Okay.
that's what drew people to it. And so I like the way they presented themselves, how it just brought so much power to us and understanding. So I prefer to go back to the original.
You know, okay, I saw the original, so don't laugh me out, because people will laugh me out about this one, but I appreciated the one P. Diddy was in. It brought a different flavor for me, and I liked that they were, that they did that. That's not a good answer.
Well, no, I mean, everybody, there's so many different adaptations,
Right.
and people like what they like.
Yeah.
Casting is very important whenever you're doing anything.
Yes.
So my core,
Okay.
my core word is believability.
Okay.
So it's from being in the industry and being involved in many films and things like that.
Right. Okay.
That's the first thing I target. They don't look believable.
They don't look
They
okay.
They don't look that
Okay.
they would fit this, or they would, you know, things like that. But he did a phenomenal job.
I thought he did a phenomenal
Yeah,
job. Did he
yeah.
fit? Okay, now it's coming back to me, so I do understand that part. But I thought he did a great job.
Yeah. I mean, when you start comparing this one to that one,
Okay.
then you'll always find something different where they
Right.
did this better or they did that better. But I think he did a phenomenal job. Felicia Rashad, yeah.
Doesn't she always do
love
a
her.
phenomenal?
Yeah.
I wanted to be her when I grew up. I'm still trying to.
I want to be Diane Carroll.
She's
Oh my
gorgeous, right?
gosh, she is my acting shero. I think if I meet her, then I'll lose every ounce of air in my body. Yeah,
I've had that
that's
experience
that's my core.
when I met
That's
Iyanla.
my. Oh yeah.
I cried.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I just didn't
Her funny,
mean
her
to.
laugh is just.
I didn't mean to, and then I asked her, could I be her beloved? Yes, I did. Yeah, corny, right?
And of course, she said, "Of course,
Of
darling."
course, of
Yes,
course, darling.
yes.
And I was like, thank you. And you know, people are like, you cried. They never let me forget
But now
it.
you're the beloved.
I am the.
Yes. Yeah. You can pick it up and carry it.
Now, I looked at the Palmer's Voice, because that's how kind of it all started. It's kind of oddly specific. Why did you start with the voiceovers?
I was on WYCB
Right.
and WWGB, and from that, again, God gave that talent, and I got into radio because at that time I wasn't doing
Right.
any of this.
Okay.
And a friend of mine a guy I was dating was on the radio, and I'm not going to give his name.
Give it. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Remember we talked about that? No.
It's scandal. No. And he was doing a radio show, and he
Okay.
asked me to do a voiceover for the school, University of the University of the District of Columbia.
Okay.
And I said, okay. And it all started with that one line. And remember, students, UDC is the smart choice. And that's what it was.
I've heard the line.
His general
Oh, my goodness.
manager heard it on the air. She didn't know I was doing it, and she heard it on the air. She's like, "Who's that?" And he was frightened.
Because you don't know.
Who are you bringing in the studio? And
Right.
who are you putting on the air? And he told her, and she's like, ask her if she would do the Thanksgiving gospel special. Wow. And at one point, I lost all the breath in my body.
Yes.
And I said yes. And he was there with me, and I sounded a mess, opened the mic. totally fall apart, and you know, the whole 9 yards.
Yes.
And Don Miller from WYCB heard me on there, and he asked me to come into the station, and I started at WYCB overnights on Friday nights.
Friday nights. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, this is Nikita.
And Sharon.
And this is XO7 Entertainment Report.
We're back with Beyond Me, the show. I'm your host, Millie in the City, and I'm here with the Simone Walker Casting. Can I say agency? Can I put that word on there or no? Okay, I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you for speaking to me. Now, I know some of the things that you do, but can you just tell me a little bit more about Simone Walker Casting?
Absolutely. We are here in Laurel, Maryland.
Okay.
Which I absolutely love, the city right here by the lake.
Yes.
Free parking, which was always, because I've gone on so many auditions and things like that, and the parking, you have to pay to park, you have to find it, it's in the city, and da-da-da-da. So that was one very important factor for me, free parking. And we offer workshops for actors. I offer individual one-on-ones with actors, coaching,
coaching,
monologue preparation,
monologue preparation.
So each actor has to have a monologue. So when you go on auditions and they say, "Do you have a monologue?" you should have something prepared. And a monologue is just a 1 to 3 minute presentation from some movie. Mine is from Diary of a Mad Black Woman when she gets
Of
back
course
at
it
Charles.
Of course it is. Yes, loved it. Seen that 20 times.
But I chose that because it shows so many different emotions.
Okay.
And so when a director looks at you, they can see how you transition from one, like she smiled, like, and then she went right back to angry.
Yes.
So that's the reason why I chose that. And she
Favorite part
gave
of
it
the
to
movie.
you. Wasn't it awesome?
It's one of my favorite. The other
It's a
one was the
powerful.
church scene, but I digress. I've seen all the movies. We'll get back to the interview, but I get so much heat because I defend Tyler Perry like I know him. I defend his movies, and I've gotten in so many arguments because of him.
Well, you don't need to defend him.
I know I don't, but I do
don't,
because people make me
because-
so mad when they hate him. They just make me so mad.
He's living his life.
Like it's
And
golden.
he's doing well. You know, if people are going to like whatever you do, they're going to like everybody. They're going to dislike. Somebody's going to dislike you. So
Yeah, we dislike him.
yeah,
And I
then
can't.
that's one thing. I had to disconnect what I
Okay.
hear out in the public
Right.
as opposed to who I am and what I have been given, what my job is, what I'm supposed to do. So that's why I don't get into arguments about Tyler Perry. I hosted his first play here in D.C.
Did you?
I did, even before Medea was born. I was standing backstage talking to Joe, and it was him. I'm like, that wasn't fair.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, haven't been able to catch him since. Tyler, call me.
Call me. Then I can.
No, call me first.
You know what?
No. Okay, call me. But we offer acting classes, workshops, one-on-one with actors, photography,
Okay.
videography, podcast production. We have a dry hair and makeup room.
A dry hair.
Because
makeup room?
when people have hair and makeup, people think you can go get your hair washed and the whole 9 yards. This is just styling and makeup.
Okay.
There's a
Oh,
difference.
they get their hair washed.
Some places, yeah, it depends on where you go.
That's a little. I guess you have to get the whole shebang done.
You know, you have to say what you have because people will expect to come and get
To come in and get
a
the whole
salon.
shebang.
Yes,
Oh.
yeah, come and get the whole shebang. Yeah, but we get hair and makeup done. The voiceover workshops, which
Okay.
I just had the first one, it was absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
I just had and people want to do voiceovers, and so.
I tried it. I sound horrible.
No, you
I tried it. I promise. My
Not
voice
your
sings-
calling.
No, it's not. My voice.
understand.
I have a radio voice, I guess, but then when I tried it, it was. No, won't do it
Wrong
again.
trainer. Wrong trainer.
I can come.
Wrong trainer.
I can
Yes,
come to
ma'am.
your class.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
I'm going to throw this question in just because I am at your studio. I don't think I've ever been to one quite like this. So, does your studio, it's so amazing. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you model it after what you saw in your mind after going to a lot of other studios?
No, actually,
okay.
this is the only studio in the region that offers classroom space, photography, and
Okay.
voiceover studio.
Okay.
Also with a hair and makeup
Okay.
studio. So that was the selling point for me.
Okay.
Because nobody else has this. You go to a
Right.
casting agency, they have a room, you go in there, you
Right.
audition, you leave. That's
Oh
basically
no, this is
it.
a very
They
big,
don't-
beautiful flush
Yeah,
space.
it is.
Yes.
It was,
So pretty.
and at first when we looked at it, my business partner and I, who is a photographer,
Okay.
Deva Anu Image Media is my business partner.
Okay.
Who is a photographer to many stars,
Yes,
and
okay.
including Debbie Morgan. Her book cover's been on.
Ooh,
His
nice.
photos have been on Oprah Winfrey show, and you know. So
Nice.
yes, he's my photographer and does a phenomenal job at it. So
Okay.
when we looked at this spot, it's like. And when he started working and we started changing it around and pulling up the carpet and getting the
Oh,
glue
wow.
off the floor,
Okay.
we did
Okay.
all the work ourselves.
You did all to
We
make
did
it your
all-
own.
We made it our
I
own.
love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Mhm.
Who do you find, because as I was just thinking what I could ask you, so who do you find makes the best actors or actresses?
You mean as agencies,
As people.
as people?
Just who do you find makes the best, you think?
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I never thought about that. Who makes the best? I just think people who have natural talent.
Natural talent. Okay.
It's not as hard than it is for somebody who wants to do it.
Okay.
And they have no clue how to get there. And some people, it's just not their calling.
I
And some
understand.
people learn and they grow and they do well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, do you find a lot have the natural talent?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. And
Okay.
and because most people who have the natural talent are those who really want to delve into it. A lot of people see Hollywood and think, yes, that's where I want to be. I can do that. It is not. Acting is not.
It does
as
not
easy.
look easy.
Some people really think that, you just talk, you turn, but it's a whole lot to acting. It's a whole lot learning.
It doesn't look easy. At first it did, and I think I was watching, oh wow, that's funny, Django. But then I watched it's got an itch, sorry, my nose. But I watched the movie, but Jamie Foxx was on Oprah. And what was the name of this the white guy?
Her show?
No. He in the movie that was the slave owner. He's not coming. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay.
And he said he couldn't really play that. And so Jamie Foxx
It's
said,
hard, yeah.
Jamie Foxx said, okay, don't talk to me anymore. And he was mean the rest of the time, so that he could bring that out. So that just seemed,
And
that
there
you're not
are
that person.
techniques
Okay.
that you work on to
Okay.
bring that character out. Because even Sanaa Lathan had a problem with doing The Family That Prays. She said, I'm just not that mean person.
Right. Oh, I
So,
watched that
but
again the
then-
other day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, love this movie.
Oh, when he hit her. I mean, that's not the greatest part of the movie. But,
Was not.
But you can see the tricks. He didn't really hit her, and
Right.
being backstage and knowing how that happens, and her flipping may not even been her, but there's techniques
Okay.
that you do as an actor, and that's why acting classes are very important. Acting
Yes.
workshops are very important to understand and get that training, because an actor has to constantly hone their craft.
Right.
You have to practice, you have to go to classes, you have to constantly, because actors audition for everything also.
Okay.
There's some people who just say, I need you in this. And they said, well, I'm not going to do this unless you have that. And that's how Empire came. Taraji said, I'm not going to do Empire without Terrence. So that,
right, she said that. Yes,
but you
she
have
did.
some people who have to audition for things. So it's a constant thing, just because they know what you do, they know
Okay.
how you can do it, they know you know how good you are. You still have to audition for the role. So acting is a constant training. You have to hone your craft.
So, okay, now my next question is out the window. Just because now I'm wondering, so you're saying that even Terrence Howard or Denzel's my favorite.
He's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah, I have a couple of the strange favorites that people wouldn't think, but they still go to acting classes? Do you think?
No,
or?
I don't think they go to acting classes because they have reached that plateau. But I think that a lot of actors still have to audition for roles.
They audition.
They audition.
And they constantly are practicing. So there's techniques that
Yeah,
they do.
When you've reached that status,
Okay.
you still have to, because you get a role that you have to go and do your research on. You have to learn
True,
it.
yes,
you have
yes,
to,
yes.
Yeah, you have
Yes.
to delve into who that person is or what. And a lot of times when I've gone on auditions,
Okay.
and I'm portraying somebody, I'll ask the director, what kind of person is this?
Okay.
Are they mean? Are they nasty? Are they soft-spoken? And it's like, wow, no one ever asked that, because I want to bring out that character
Right.
as that director visions it. So, yeah, you have to constantly give it. Yeah.
Like I could be here all day. Because I want to know, when we take this break, we'll come back, because I want to know, have you played someone that it's exactly like you and it was just effortless? So we'll be back.
Okay.
everyone. We're back with Beyond Me, the show. I'm your host, Millie in the City, and I'm here with the illustrious, I got this word, illustrious, and Simone Walker casting. Oh, I'm just having such a good time talking to you.
I am too.
Oh my gosh. And so before the break, I was asking you, is there a part that you were on that you're like, oh, that's me? Was it an effortless part you've ever done, you think?
No.
Oh, wow. I thought the answer would be yes.
Every role that I've played has been research and practice. Wow. Which I like because it challenges me.
Yes.
And it develops me better as an actress. So I don't know if I want to do something that's so easy.
Okay.
For me.
Think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, life is life. So you go through things that you might connect with, is what I was thinking.
Plenty.
Plenty
being beneath her, not being married, but being beneath her, the struggle. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so I did my research, of course. You wear a lot of hats.
I do.
I mean, they're just hat, and I'm like, yes, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Can you be my shero?
Yeah.
Which hat do you like the best?
I like directing the best.
Oh, that's my next question after that. There we go.
I like directing the best.
Okay.
I love acting. I love teaching. I love training. But I love directing the best. I think that is the strongest gift that God has blessed me with, because I could see things, other people don't. Directors can see things that other people don't see. Their vision, and a lot of most directors' visions are different.
Right.
But I think that's my strongest. I love teaching. I love acting, but directing, yeah.
Have any favorite directors? I have some, but it's probably nowhere near what you would say.
No, because there's so many, because I've learned
yes.
and pulled from every person that I have worked with. And I like the Jackie Anderson.
Okay.
She's the kindest, but she knows her stuff.
Okay.
She brings out what I see in an actor.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
And so
Makes sense.
I absolutely love working. She's just the sweetest person that you will find. She just smiles. I've never seen her not smile. Okay. And she takes things in and she gives it. So I like working with her. I like working with Dennis Jones. He's another phenomenal director. So, I mean, I can go on and on and on, but I take something from every director that I work with. Okay. Because I'm a sponge. I'm watching.
I see. I see.
I'm gonna use that lingo like I did something.
Oh, I saw that little hint. You like, oh.
I'm gonna use that. Yes. And speaking of Jackie Anderson, just to throw this out, we have workshops. We work together also on joint workshops, actor workshops, because she teaches script writing. So script writing.
Script writing, a whole nother ball of wax. Isn't
it is, because every script is not structured. Right. So she can take that idea and help you put it to paper and bring it life out.
So that's what
I have some ideas in my head, and I will be using her.
Okay. Yeah. So you have the ideas in your head, and she is the person to go to get it out in a script?
Yes. To stage
it's
or
more
film.
layers to this than I thought.
Yeah. Because I build those relationships with people who can bring something to what I do. Right. So we work together, and working together is a wonderful thing.
I love that. Now you've mentioned the workshops. Do you have any coming up, or any specific ones you like to talk
My
with us
next
about?
workshop is the voiceover workshop, which is June the 8th from 1 to 3 right here.
June 8th.
Yes.
8th. That's what
Saturday.
day is that? It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday, yes.
Okay, maybe I might be able to see if maybe I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay,
Please
and so where is that going to, can you give the address?
It's going to happen right here at the studio, Simone Walker Casting Studio, a new image media, 8309 Cherry Lane in Laurel, Maryland.
Waiting for you to give it.
Yes. Come in the business park, make the immediate right, and we're up on the hill.
Yeah, because my directions, they just took us.
It's very easy.
Keep right. You're like, wait, I just ride. Someone said that to me. I'm like, okay.
Keep If you go right, you'll never go wrong.
See,
I just made that up. Isn't that
you
hot?
Did.
That was hot. I'm gonna use that.
Hey, save that. Write it down. I'm gonna coin it right now. It's funny. So when I saw director, I'm impressed with everything, but I saw director. So my question to you is, which project or what project do you want to delve into next with your director hat on? See, I'm ready.
A Raisin in the Sun.
Okay, so
That is,
just the Raisin
I
in the
always
Sun.
wanted, when I got the studio, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all the ideas, all of the dreams, and all of the projects that I was going to do, and everything just came to me. I wanted to do a classic.
Okay.
Because that would be a challenge.
Right.
But I know I can do it.
Right.
So I was going to do 12 Angry Men. And then
You got enough angry men.
And then, but I was going to do it different.
Different. Okay.
Right. But then, Kennedy Center did it. I'm like, wait a minute, get out of my head.
Right. Yeah.
I have enough people in there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay.
Don't
Well then,
tell nobody that.
don't.
He said it. Officer, I don't know. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So I said, okay, I'm going to do A Raisin in the Sun. And my brother directed it. I was in it. So I'm like, I'm going to do it this time.
So it had to be that classic.
Yes.
Okay.
Because people recognize the name, people love the storyline, people love the presentations,
Yeah.
and so I wanted to do something that wouldn't be so hard to bring the people out, because there's always
definitely
you
will be
have
there.
to, yeah, it's always people want to see it, so I said I can do it.
You know when that's going to be? Beyond Me, the show. See, I plugged that in there, guys.
I'm working,
wanna be there.
I'm working on now confirming all the details with the space. And then I'll put out a casting call, and I'll hold auditions here, and then we'll start rehearsing. And
That's
then
coming.
We'll put
I'm going to come. I'm just going to
Check me out. It's on my website. Yeah.
What is your website? So everybody.
It's on www.simonewalker.com.
Those W's. Those pesky
And you know,
W's.
you had to learn that in radio, because if you listen, and some people say www, I said, what's a W? W?
Oh.
So they trained us in
Gotcha.
radio. W. WWW. Yes. Yes.
Can anyone be taught to be an actor or an actress? Do you feel?
No.
Did not know she was going to say that.
There's a role for everyone,
Right.
but not everyone can be taught.
So not everyone can be taught. I just thought you would say yes.
Yes.
No. You said no.
Yes.
What, see, you're not. What are you doing?
No.
I love it. I kind of answered this question for myself, but I wanted to ask you, how do you stay grounded? I just cannot wait for this answer.
God.
Okay. I didn't know you were going to say that either, but because you had to be grounded first
I was
before you
grounded
got
first.
into this business.
Yes.
That's what I
I
thought.
was born and raised in a church. Father was a pastor, so I had the foundation, and I was blessed enough to have both parents until their death. So I always had that structure. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Now, I thought about you being in Laurel, and it's beautiful out here. But I often see people, or I hear people say, "I've got to go to Atlanta. I've got to go to DC. I've got to go to California." Do you want to stay?
I can't wait for them to say, "I got to go to Atlanta." I mean, got to go to Laurel.
Okay, so you're gonna stay. You're gonna stay right here.
I'm gonna stay right here because it's an untapped market.
Okay.
You have agencies all over the place, but you have none here.
I thought
And
about
so
that.
when you have them doing filming, a House of Cards in Baltimore, Maryland,
Did not know that.
Yes, that's what we filmed. Yes.
I heard that.
Yes.
So that's a good. I'm gonna binge watch that.
Yes, you'll see me in there. You'll see me in there.
I'll be like, oh, I know her. We went out and everything. We went to drinks.
Yeah, so you have casting agencies in Virginia and you have them in Baltimore, but you didn't have a central place here in this area where it's free parking.
She is on the free parking.
I am.
It was free.
It was. It is free. But you don't have something here like that, as well as the other services that we offer. So it's just a blessing that I don't even, don't get me started. Because I'm just so grateful that the opportunities that people don't know. about, and
Right.
the people who have learned about it, so I'm looking to really, give it, really give it, yeah.
I love that. Now, do you have the team
Yes.
in place that you want at this time to wear all these different hats?
Yes, I do.
I just thought you were going to look for an assistant.
I look for.
I would never leave beyond me.
Always.
Gone. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My boss is here. That's
It wasn't
fine.
me. I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, I have a staff. I have a staff of people that help me when we have things that come up and everything. And to have on-site staff, not just yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
On-site,
I was
yeah.
curious about that. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people say, look, I brought this person from here, this person from there. I brought some siblings, and to get my team together.
Oh, we can bring them now.
No.
No, we will not be without. Yeah. So
I got
yeah.
you. I got you. I'm excited. Anything else that you're working on that you'd like to tell us about?
The workshops that are
Workshops.
coming up, yeah.
Okay.
And we're also looking. There's so many things that are coming up.
Yes,
we'll
I'm
have
excited.
Q&A with artists here.
Yes. Okay.
And we'll have book signings and
Excellent.
private screenings for cast. Directors have
Okay.
screenings for cast first, and then
Okay.
this is a great location for that also, just for the cast to see the production
Excellent.
or the movie before it goes to premiere and the whole nine. So it's a great spot for a lot
Excellent.
of different things. So,
All right, we'll take
yeah.
one more break,
Yes,
and we'll be
ma'am.
right back with
Yes,
Beyond
ma'am.
Me.
Welcome. I'm Cynthia,
And I'm Sue.
and we're the gorgeous, brilliant females.